Hey pilots, welcome to another exciting episode of War Robots Domination, a series of helpful gameplay tutorials designed to help highlight the tactics and strategies that I use to help tip the scales in my favorite game, War Robots. Each episode will feature a handful of battles along with helpful commentary that'll provide insight as to what I'm doing and why I'm doing it. I'm your host, Gotchure Beacons, and I've been playing this awesome game for a few years now, and I've learned a few tricks along the way that I'd love to share with y'all. You'll notice that although my hangar is fairly basic and at lower levels, I've been able to climb it up to Expert League, so I believe that you'll find my tactics will help you do more with less, which can be very helpful with today's economy in the game. I should also mention that this is my second account, so don't let my career profile stats fool you. This is actually my baby account, but it sends a great message to pilots who feel they need to chase the current meta in order to be competitive in battle, because you don't. Wise gameplay can usually overcome any fancy gimmick. A death button is a great example. It can still melt just about any build, and its heritage stems all the way back to nearly the beginning of the game. It's all about knowing when to use it and how to use it. So, without further ado, I invite you to sit back, relax, and enjoy today's episodes while I walk you through my gameplay tactics and share with you my mindset in battle. I hope you find it entertaining, helpful, and fun to watch. I think you will. Okay, let's get this show started by introducing the boys that make all the noise, my wrecking crews. We got the old guard and we got the new recruits. Let's start by taking a look at the new recruits. First out of the gate, we have Flash, my Gust Halo Pursuer. And then we got Jumpstart, my Exodus Orkin Inquisitor. And then we got Freezer Burn, he is my Ember Pinata Mercury. And then we got Major Pain, my beautiful Zeus Fury. And last but not least, we got Stinger. He is my Viper Sting Strider. Now we'll look at the old guard, everyone's favorite. Don't forget about them, they're part of the show. Starting off, we got Frick, my Death Button Raven with Orkins and Pinatas. And then we got his twin brother, Freck, my Russian Death Button Raven with Tulumbas and Pins. And then we got the General, my beautiful Trident Fury. And then we have Reaper, my Avenger Bulwark. And last but not least, we got everyone's favorite, Buzzkill, my Spark Scorched Mender. All my bots are at level 6, the weapons are anywhere from 7 to 9. These guys have climbed their way all the way up to Master 3, so they're fighting way over their weight class. Make sure you cheer them on when you see them out there in the battlefield. Alright, let's get this party started. I'm going to call this battle Hold Your Ground. It's got a great, valuable lesson here, guys. So hopefully you can stick around and watch it. Enjoy my friends in the background and status as they play their awesome song, November. So this is the old guard in Shenzhen, the city map. I take the general, I'll take him to either right or left, depending on where I spawned, and then I'll just start chipping away at any of the reds that are coming toward that beacon on either side. Hopefully I have a mate that joins me, and together we can not only defend that beacon, but chip down any reds that are going after it. Unfortunately, we did not make it. They had a little more than we could handle. There is one guy there, he's trying to cap that beacon, but he knows I can splash him. He got just close enough. Now I'm waiting for him to get out of the way if he wants to go towards center. Sounds like looks like he's just waiting for me to do what I'm doing. So I'm gonna see if I can still get him there. It looks like I have another mate that's coming around with me. Together we can do it. Now, that is a Falcon, and he's got his fangs out right now. And he's got, I think, Dragoons on the other side. So I've got to be very mindful on what he's got. I think maybe his main primary weapon is the Dragoon, and then he's using, Tempest or Zeus's on his big ones. So what I'm just trying to time him out and work together with my Tridents. Now, I'm not chasing up there for a reason. We've got 3 beacons. So we're in a 3 and hold definite situation here. All we have to do is keep it this way. And if that guy's gonna work at me with his Hydras, and no one else is going after him, that's great. But you know what? I decided that's my beacon. At that point, right there, he said, you know what? He's got my beacon. And I'm just tired of him keeping me from it. So I'm gonna go over there and erase that guy. This is a death button. This is Frick, my Death Button Raven, and he definitely can take on anyone he wants to on that battlefield one-on-one. Not a problem. Now, he can't take on 2 at once, but one-on-one, I don't think there's anyone that can face Frick down. But that's okay. now that I've got my beacon where I want it, I'm gonna hold my ground here. Anyone wants to take this beacon from Frick, his name's gonna fly to heaven. I tell you that right now. I don't care who wants to take him on. Two wants to take him on, they're gonna win. But one-on-one, this guy with a fully loaded death button pretty much melt anyone he wants. It's just a matter of knowing how to use them and when to use them. Someone's coming around, so I gotta be ready for him. And here he comes. I'm gonna peel his face off there, and he goes, "Oh wow, look at that! That wasn't fun. I'm gonna do it again." Now he's got a he obviously it's a stealth not a stealth specter. Take him out. I had a buddy that came with me. That's great. So now there's two of us. We're still at a 3 and hold. He's going up there. I'm not sure if that was a great place to get stuck, but he's doing something there. Looks like that's a Leo coming around the edge there. And he's pretty tough. You know, Leos are tough to kill, but that's okay. I'm gonna kind of whittle him down and whittle him down. Now we're at a 4-1 beacon. That beacon bar is just about down to a sliver. I can take this guy out, but I'm trying to be mindful about everything and didn't need to get to that. We already got him down, so the nice green banner at the end. I held my ground. No one took my beacon from me once I got it. And you know, every once in a while, you got to do that. You got to decide, hey, if that's your beacon, you're going to take it. Make sure you got some good firepower in your tank. Be ready to melt anyone that comes around and tries to threaten it. Make sure you position yourself in such a way that you can cleverly guard it without being exposed to a lot of external fires like hydras and zeniths and stuff like that. And looks like we had good pilots on both sides. That was a whole lot of fun. So if you see your name, thanks for the game. Peace out, guys. I'm going to call this battle Know Thy Enemy, and it's a great one. Enjoy my friends in the background and citizens. They play their awesome song, Woodish. All right, so this is the new recruits. We're opening up on map. I like to take Flash out. I zip him over here to the left and go all the way around the backside and start going after that beacon. Usually right about the time I get there, there's someone there, and I can start chipping them away. You know, the great little lockdown weapon that the Halo gives me, and then the little gusts that the Flash has usually chunks them down pretty good. And, you know, then I kind of wait for things to cool down, see if they want to get close to me, and do it again. And usually if I can take the second guy out, I can go grab that beacon. If I had a mate with me, it would have gone even faster. So I'm calling this battle Know Thy Enemy. And you know what? It's a pretty simple message, but let me talk about it for a bit here. You know, when you're in battle, you're facing all sorts of different kinds of builds. You know, that's the great thing about this game, is all the creative builds that people come up with, you know, the different kinds of weaponry, the ranges on the different weaponry, the splash, you know, some are energy, some are kinetic, some are lockdown, some lock you down, some are, you know, lock on where they kind of are homer missiles, different ranges and all. Then you got the different kind of bots, and they have, you know, their different abilities and their speeds and everything, and, you know, one of the things that you really got to be on top of is to know thy enemy. Know what their abilities are, you know, and make sure that when you're choosing an opponent, because there's plenty to choose from, you know what they can do, what they can't do. And also, by knowing these abilities, you can also know the capabilities of your mates. You know thyself. And that's not just yourself, but what your mates can do. I saw a couple of reds going after that one beacon over there to the right. I couldn't really take both of them on. I know myself. I know that I wasn't formidable enough to face them. So I got out of there. And I went after this one instead. Know my enemy, know myself, know what I can do, what I can't do. I'm pretty much down to one weapon. So I might even hop out of here. Know myself, yeah, because I'm not really helping my mates right now. Now we're getting ready to have almost a 3-1 or 4-1, maybe even a 5-1 beacon advantage. So this is giving us a really good advantage. But knowing myself and knowing what my mates can do, I got to be mindful of what I can do and what they can do. So that is a bulwark. And I can just about take him out, but not quite. But by tying him up here and pushing him there, look what happened right behind me. My mates grabbed that beacon because I know what my mates can do. And 5-1, 5-0, I mean, watch that beacon bar plummet. I won't even be able to get him our spawn area there. So that's a nice green victory banner. So yeah, definitely know thy enemy and know thyself. Know what you can do, know what they can do, learn those ranges, learn those capabilities, and make sure that you're matching yourself up against opponents that you have a better chance with. Basically, what your abilities are and your strengths are, make sure you're matching them against their weaknesses and taking advantage of that one. And know your enemies well and make sure you're spotting it right up the get-go, who you're facing and what you can do against them, and make sure you're picking up battles that you can win. So there you go, guys. Great pilots on both sides. If you see your name, thanks for the game. Peace out. I'm gonna call this battle Balancing Act, and boy is it ever! I'm gonna teach you some lessons here, guys. Enjoy my friends in the background and status as they play their awesome song, Theta. Alright, this is Power Plant. I got the old guard out here. We are doing Domination as always. Domination is a matter of, dominating the battlefield, having more beacons over the long haul than they do. It's a 10-minute battle. You are holding beacons, you're guarding them, you're liberating them. Sometimes you're just preventing them from getting them. You got some mates on your side, they've got mates on their side, and you're all just going at it, doing what you think you need to do to support each other, hold them, keep them blue. Now, as you play this game, you're gonna definitely find yourself in some lopsided battles every once in a while, where you're facing a whole bunch of overpowered bots. Matchmaking's put you in way over your head or something like that. But every once in a while, you got a battle like this one, where it is absolutely about as balanced as you can get, with very equal opponents on both sides. You got your team doing their job right, you got their team doing their job right. Everyone knows how to play this game, going after beacons, not just damage. Everyone knows how to keep working the field back and forth, going after the spawn beacon like these guys are. And when you find yourself in a balanced battle like this, the whole battle is one giant balancing act. I call it a balancing act because you ever watch one of those guys on a high wire and they're trying to balance each other, they're making small little adjustments. And if they make too much of an adjustment one way or the other, they're going to fall off. In a battle like this, it is a balance between doing damage and being cautious and being defensive. A balance between offensive and defensive. A balance between doing damage and getting beacons. It's a balance because if you do it too much in one way or the other team is going to find themselves at an advantage. So it's really important to be also watching what your mates are doing, what you're doing, and making sure you're keeping that balance. If you get too reckless, you're going to mech out. And when you're mech'd out, you can't cap or kill when you're dead, right? But if you don't get in there and fight, then they're going to start getting a slow advantage over you. So you got to make sure you're always putting yourself in a position where you can be multitasking and going both after beacons and after and also after damage, holding when you can. Don't get it reckless and take advantage of every little thing. But again, not too much in any one direction, or you're going to tip your balance and you're going to screw up on the balancing act. That guy's back there. I think he's kind of a distractor. He wants us to go after and chase him. Not going to do it. Don't need to do that. But what I need to do right now is be mindful of our spawn beacon. If you look at the beacon bar, we're 6 minutes in, 3 minutes left. We have 3 beacons there too. But they're a little ahead on beacon bar, so it ain't over. I saw that was a Spectre with Orchids. I was not going to go take him on because I need to be careful. I'm going to watch my balancing act. If I got a little too aggressive there, then Buzzcut would have been taken out. And we're not done. We got to liberate this one, and we got to keep anyone from trying to get that thing. And now I'm going to start wandering over to my right there because I see that they're starting to balance on over there. They're just as good as we are, and he's balances himself over there. So I got to go over there and put some support. And I'm going to get out of this guy's way. I could go and get aggressive, but I'm not going to. I am going to hold this beacon because that's more important than taking that guy out. I've got mates right there too. So rather than having myself take out, it's a matter of balancing out the firepower. I'm holding this. He's trying to grab it, but he knows that I'm holding it. He's waiting for his stealth to charge, and he's going to take a stealth jump, but not till after I've held this thing for a long time. Every little second here counts with the beacon bar in my advantage. So now he's going to go liberate, but now I'm going to take Reaper over there, and I'm going to start chipping him down. Now they're up at advantage. Their 3 beacons are 2, and but we got a little bit of a head on the beacon bar. So now it's a matter of going back and capping things back. That guy's going to try to grab that one, but I got to get him down. I got to win this one. I got to take him out first. And then I gotta go down there and liberate. We still got a minute left. You know, it's anybody's game. It still is. It's getting back to a very close beacon bar. This is such a balanced battle. And boy, I love these epic battles because it really can go anyone's way. Now we are up 3 beacons to their 2. 30 seconds left. It can really go either way. Now that guy's got that one, but we still got 32 beacon advantage, and they only have 2 guys in the field, which means they're probably not going to be able to liberate anything back. He's just going to try to hold his spot. But in doing that, that's going to be probably where he's going to end, and we're going to get that one back probably, or got the other one over there too. We spread him a little thin. So there you go. Nice green banner, but man, was that a balancing act right there. And it was simply a matter of not getting overly aggressive or overly passive or overly protective. It was a matter of keeping it all at a nice, even balance. If you look at the scores, you look at the number of beacons capped, and you see everything from top to bottom, freeze frame that one, look at those stats. It was one heck of a balanced battle. I love the balanced battles though, but make sure that you're doing what you can do to just not get overly aggressive. If you see your name here, thanks for the game. Peace out, guys. Well, friends, that just about wraps it up for another episode. Thanks so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed what you saw and are able to take something you learned and use it in battle. I add content to my YouTube channel almost daily, so please stop by when you're able and check out the fresh new material. Or just click on an old episode and maybe catch another tip that'll help you up your game. If you like what you see, please tap on the red subscription button and then tap the bell to be notified when new episodes are released. It would also be helpful if you could make a comment about the video, whether it's an example of how the episode helped you, or maybe additional advice to help elaborate on the tactics I shared, or even constructive comments that'll help clarify something I might have missed. It's all good and greatly appreciated. Finally, this game is full of challenges and can create frustration for some who are simply trying to have fun with this awesome game. My goal is to provide you all with helpful information and help reduce the frustration and increase the fun. So, if you feel these videos are helping you, please share them with a friend, someone who you think might benefit from them. Well, that's about it for today, guys. As always, keep them blue out there, and I hope to see you on the battlefield. Make sure you're having fun, though, because if you're not, you're doing it wrong. I love you all for your support. Play well. Peace out.